Yo, what's happening, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know, I wasn't gonna live stream tonight. I didn't really think of it. This Max Fried stuff came in. I made a quick video. I did a live stream for Bleacher Report. If you guys didn't know, I live stream over there for them as well. So I wasn't gonna go live, but then I'm like, you know what? Let's see how many people we get. Let's talk Yankees. I hope you guys are having a fabulous, fabulous night. Yankees got Max Fried. I love the deal. I love it. You know, it might age like milk towards the end there, but it opens up the Yankees to do more. And pitching is so damn expensive that getting a high quality arm like Max Fried for that price, for 27, basically under 27.5 million per, I think that's a gigantic move. And I absolutely love it. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful night. Let me shout out the chat and see what you guys are doing, what you guys are up to. Steven, what's up? How are you? Stetson, what's happening? Keith, what's up? Dozer, how are you? Alex, the boss man, what's up? Can't pronounce your name, but W, yes, sir. Ryan, what's up, my brother? How are you, man? Odeon, what's happening? Johnny, what's up, John? And MLB channel, William, Kazimo, what's happening, brother? Listen, okay, so I don't necessarily think Corbin Burns is on the table anymore. I don't think so. The Yankees have way too much going on in their rotation right now. You have Garrett Cole, you have Carlos Rodon, you have Nestor Cortez, you have Marcus Stroman, you have Clark Schmidt, and you have Luis Heel. That's, 7 starting pitchers? That's a lot. You have to move one or even two of them. Marcus Stroman probably is gone. He's probably gone. And the price of pitching this offseason, someone just might be willing to take his full contract, to take everything. And I hope they are. I hope they do. I hope somebody ends up doing just that. But you have this right now overpopulated starting rotation. Max Fried being your number 2, Garrett Cole obviously your 1, Rodon your 3, and he had a bounce back season last year. I'm proud of him. Then you have Clark Schmidt. You know, it's a good rotation. It's a very good rotation. I think so anyway. Heel being the rookie of the year, but I think one of those, either you're gonna see Schmidt or Heel. I think one of them are gonna get moved. I do. I think one of them gets moved for a juggernaut offensive bat. How do you think the Yankees could soften this blow when it comes to losing Juan Soto? How do you do that? If you're the Yankees, how could you possibly soften the blow of losing Juan Soto? You see the title. You see what I'm saying? What's up, TC Steels? How are you, brother? The reason why, so I'm trying to find a stupid pen. Don't have a stupid, does anybody have a pen I could borrow? Anybody have a pen? Anybody have a pen? Nobody has a pen for me? I need a pen. Anybody have a pen? Anybody have a pen?
And the great thing is, it's right in front of us.
I don't have a damn pen. I have so much crap on my desk and then not one of them's a pen. Anyway. Man, lost my train of thought. But thank you guys so much for hopping in. You guys are great. No, I am Italian. I am not Greek. I don't think I'm Greek, at least. Who knows? But listen, at the end of the day, You're going to have to give something up to get something. Look at the market with Garrett Crochet. Look at his market. He's going to net the White Sox. If they do trade him, he's going to net them an absolute king's ransom. So now let's think of what the reigning American League Rookie of the Year could give you. A guy with 4 years of control to Crochet's 2 years of control. So you have Luis Gil. Let's start off with Crochet. I want to start off talking about him. Crochet, 3.58 ERA, 32 starts, 146 innings pitched, 209 strikeouts. First ever time as a starting pitcher, 2 years left until free agency. Now let's look at Gil's numbers. Gil, 3.50 ERA and 29 starts, 151 and 2/3 innings pitched, 171 strikeouts. His control is an issue. We all know that. But Gil having more control, you might be able to get more bang for your buck, and that could net you Kyle Tucker. I think it makes it more than possible. It could net you Kyle Tucker. Now, I don't want to trade away Gil. I don't want to. But you have to give something up to get something, and starting pitching is a freaking premium now. Obvious. I mean, it's always been, but it's so dang expensive. I think trading Gil is the right move to go and get a guy like Kyle Tucker. Now, if Mr. Tucker is not attached to a contract extension, that's when I'm going to hesitate on trading away Gil. You might say, oh, Joe, but the Yankees never sign their guys to extensions. Like, listen, I understand that. I get what you mean. I get you. They don't. But this is one thing that, two things really. One thing that has happened, and the other thing that they have, that Kyle Tucker specifically has on his side. His agent is not Scott Boras. So his agency could allow him to sign an extension without even hitting free agency after the 2025 season. Number two, the Yankees losing Juan Soto the way they did. It hurts. It's humiliating. It's embarrassing. You don't want that to happen again. And in bringing in Kyle Tucker, have him play on his final ARB year, but then sign him to an extension and have his extension start at the end of 2025. But it might cost you Luis Gil. And is that worth it to get an outfielder for the next, if you're able to sign him to an extension, is it worth it to get an outfielder, your future left fielder? He plays right for the Astros, but he'll be your left fielder for the Yankees. Cashman said it the other day. Dominguez has a clear lane right now for center field. Aaron Judge would move to right. You need a left fielder. Tucker is a good defender. An above average defender. I like Tucker a lot. I really do. Has a lot of thump in his bat. If you're going to attempt to try to replace Juan Soto, that's the guy to do it. Now, it's the matter, that's the guy to get. Are the Astros going to want to trade him? According to reports, the Astros, they feel like, hey, unless we get an offer that blows us away, we're okay with keeping him. Well, listen, the Yankees have something that not many teams do, and that's a starting pitcher who just won the Rookie of the Year and who has 4 years of control. Dynamite stuff. But for the right player, I would move him. For the right player, I'm trading Gil. And Kyle Tucker, if he comes with an extension, is that right player. You have to do what the Dodgers did with Mookie Betts. You have to do what the Mets did with Lindor. You have to do those things. And I'm missing somebody. There's somebody else, a big name. and they sign an extension after the trade. You can't be scared to do it. Kyle Tucker, it's a great opportunity right now for the Yankees. I want to say something that I heard through the grapevine. I'm not going to say any names. And you might know what I'm talking about. But I heard something through the grapevine. That's how I'll describe it. I heard something. And it's not a report. It's just something somebody else heard. So this is a kind of like a game of telephone in a way. Potentially. But this person was correct on the Yankees signing Max Fried. And it happened today. They were right about it. So there's something do you guys want to know what the heck I'm talking about? What I heard? Because it's absolutely nuts what I heard. I was like, excuse me? I can't tell you who said it. I won't tell you who said it. But I will tell you that I heard something. It's crazy. Zig, thank you so much for the super chat.
Super chat.
Heel, Schmidt, and Dominguez for Tucker and Valdez. No. No chance. No shot. What if I told you that you did not even have to touch Dominguez in a Kyle Tucker trade? What if I told you that all it would take is Luis Heel and Ben Rice? What if I told you that the Yankees were talking to the Astros before they made the Fried signing, and the Astros said, we'll take Ben Rice, we'll take Luis Heel for Tucker, we'll do it now? And then what would you do if the Yankees responded with, we have to get Fried done first, then we'll come back to it? The Yankees got Fried done. That's all I'm saying. Absolutely crazy if true. Absolutely nuts. It's getting exciting, guys. The Yankees, Brian Cashman is going to say, I'm going to show you why. I'm gonna freaking pop you in your freaking teeth. I'm gonna show you why I'm the general manager of the New York Yankees. Why I have been for so damn long. The great thing is about acquiring Fried for the price they got him at. His AAV is 27.25. It's under 27.5. Juan Soto's AAV was $47.25 million. That's $20 million less. Max Fried's AAV is $20 million less. That's why the Yankees probably signed him to an 8-year deal, was to bring that AAV down as low as they possibly can. Now you have $20 million of that $47.5 left to spend that would have been allocated to Juan Soto. Kyle Tucker is slated to make, I believe, $16.5 million this season. Dan Rourke, who does fantastic work on Yankees Avenue, he went over this, and I couldn't agree more. You could end up with Kyle Tucker. You could end up with Fried and Christian Walker and still have money to spend to improve your team while staying under $300 million. It's crazy. Guys, you may not even have to do Heel and Jones. It might not take that much to get Tucker. I think we're undervaluing the value of a starting pitcher, a young, controllable starting pitcher like Luis Gil. What, Gil's 26? We're kind of undervaluing him, and he is under team control for 4 more years. Just won the Rookie of the Year. High strikeout guy. You fix his control, he's going to be a number 1. And that's partly why I don't want to trade him. But if it's going to get you Kyle Tucker, at the end of the day, if it's going to net you Kyle frickin' Tucker, and as I said, I would only do it if you could extend him. If you could extend him. Please. Give him what he would get through arbitration this year, and then just please, you have to extend him. You can't go through what we just went through with Juan Soto. That sucked. That sucked. And good for Juan. Good for Juan for getting his money. At the end of the day, he didn't care about being a Yankee, and that's fine. It's really fine, and that's his prerogative. But now, probably the closest to even replacing him would be Kyle Tucker. Last year, Kyle Tucker in 78 games at 289, 23 home runs, 408 on base percentage, 993 OPS, 181 OPS plus. Kyle Tucker fouled the ball off his foot. That's why, but he did play the month of August and September, and he absolutely tore the cover off the baseball. Kyle Tucker's 1,000% worth it. If you could also sign him to an extension, that would be ideal. We can't go through this again with what we went through with Mr. Juan. We can't do it. Jack Curry apparently said Nolan Arenado is not a fit. And whoa, big news about the Metropolitans. The Mets were not in on Max Fried and are not expected to sign Corbin Burns either. Woo! Damn. Peter Will, what's up, brother? As far as Kyle Tucker's WAR, it was like a 4.3. It was a 4.3, and he played in 78 games. It would have been much higher if he played a full season. But he fouled the ball off his foot. Crap happens. He's played 3 full seasons in the major league, so it's 3 straight full years. Last year, he fouled the ball off his foot. He missed some time. It happens. But he came back strong right after that. He was awesome. Thank you guys so much, by the way, for hopping on. We have like over 400 of you in here. That's amazing. It's such a blessing. Hit that like button if you can. It helps out a lot. Yankees signed Max Fried. If you guys did not know, they signed Max Fried. We're also talking if Kyle Tucker is a possibility, and yes, he is a possibility. Kyle Tucker is a possibility. It might take you Luis Gil to go get him, but he sure is a possibility. I hope you guys are having a stupendous day. There's a lot of you in the chat. Let me go over the chat, see how you guys are doing over there. Let's see what you guys are doing. Any Tanner Scott news? Unfortunately not. Yankees country, what's up? Let's get another signing tonight. I would love it if we did. I would love it too. It's okay if we don't get a signing tonight. I'm okay with that. You know, it's just a lot has gone on tonight. You know, a lot is happening. So, yeah, listen, we have to see Brandon Moore, Joe. Another question: should the Yankees sign Kyle Tucker? Listen, Tucker's not a free agent until next year. Go and trade for him and lock him up to an extension. I've said it a zillion times in this stream already. Just go and do it, Yanks. Brandon Tucker, he would be a stupendous fit. He would be a wonderful fit. A wonderful fit. What about Nolan Arenado? For the love of everything, Nolan Arenado is an impeccable fielder. He's a fantastic defender. For the love of everything, do not get an overpriced position player. Please, I'm begging you. Do not get another Josh Donaldson. pitcher. Left-handed pitcher. That will be the show I use all the time. Josh Donaldson. We don't want another one of those. Now, in all fairness, Arenado does make less money per year than Donaldson did as a member of the Yankees. He did. He's due $21 million this year, $16 million in 2026, and $15 million in 2025. He's an impeccable fielder, but his offense dropped. It dropped so much. It's 719 OPS for Arenado. You don't want that. So I would rather just stay away from Arenado unless the Cardinals want to eat half of his contract. But at that point, then it's not a salary dump for them. So I doubt they would even entertain that. But yeah, Cadzilla, exactly. I disagree with him not being a fit. I just think he's too expensive. Yeah, Brandon, I don't. The thing is with Correa, he has that stain of being an Astro during an awful, awful time. But when it comes to Correa, are we forgetting before he hit free agency, when he was a member of the Houston Astros, but before he hit free agency, he had a hard time playing every day. He just did. In 2019, he played in 75 games. 2018, 110. 2017, 109. 2021, yes, he played in 148 games. 22, played in 136, 135 and 23, but then 86 in 2024. If I'm the Yankees, I'm just staying away from Carlos Correa. I'd rather not. Because a report came out about Correa that it would not be a salary dump by Minnesota. You would have to trade something substantial away to go and get him. For that reason, I'm out. I feel like I'm a member of frickin', Shark Tank. For that reason, I'm out. Guys, I appreciate you all for hopping on. I just did an impromptu live stream. I wasn't even going to live stream. I just decided to. And guys are great. Jesse Patterson, what's happening? Steve Schumann, yeah, Ben, absolutely. I don't want Naylor. I don't want Naylor. I'd rather not. Ryan McMahon, if he wants to be traded, sure. Peter Will, thank you so much, man, for the
Bernie goes boom!
Bernie Williams membership. I appreciate that. I agree, too. Trade for Cody Bellinger. But you could get him for basically nothing. You would just have to take on his full contract. That's something maybe the Yankees don't want to do. But I think it makes sense. I would like him. Listen. Walker's age doesn't bother. It doesn't bother me. And I'm going to tell you why. It only bothers me to a point. If you're able to sign him at most to a 3-year deal, go and do it. Anything more than 3 years, I would pump the brakes on that, Yanks. I would pump the brakes on that. Anything more than 3. Ideally, 2 years and a team option or a mutual option. 2 years and a vesting option. Ideally, for Christian Walker. Anything more than 3, though, please no. He's an excellent first baseman. Won 3 Gold Gloves in a row. 22, 23, 24. Excellent first baseman. We have not had that. Rizzo just hasn't been healthy. So Walker would give you that. An excellent first baseman. who could hit you 30 home runs. I think he would be worth it just at most 3 years. If it's like a 5-year deal, no. I'm just not a big Josh Naylor guy. And maybe it was because of what he did in the postseason to us. I'm not a big Naylor guy. I'm really not. I never have been. He's an okay ball player. Like he's got some thump in his bat. Right? So Josh Naylor this season, 31 home runs at 243. He drove in over 100. He was good. He was fine. His OPS went down a little bit, but he was fine. Now, let's look at his outs above average over there at first base. 0. I don't see it. I don't see Naylor happening. Truthfully, I don't see Naylor happening. 19 Con Man, what's up? Oh man, I wish I had a pen. Guys, earlier I was asking you for a pen and no one gave me a pen. I do have one. It's just the clicky thing is kind of busted. I'll make dough. But I was asking you guys for a pen and no one gave me a pen. I mean, come on. Do better. So our lineup with Christian Walker in it. If you just add Walker and no one else. I think the Yankees could lead off Jazz. He led off over there in Miami. You lead off Jazz. In the number 2 hole, do you go back to Judge in the 2 hole? If you're the Yankees, do you go back to Judge in the 2 hole? I don't know. I don't know what you do. See, it made so much sense with Soto in the 2 hole because he worked so many damn walks. He got on base so much. So that's why it made so much sense. Judge walks a lot too, but he also strikes out. Judge, I think, at 130 walks. Soto had 129 last year, but Soto struck out 119 times. Judge struck out like 170. Around there. So in the 2 hole, for sake of conversation, let's say it's Judgy in the 2 hole. So now the 3 hole. I don't like the look of this, guys. So if you lead off Jazz, you have Judge. I'm going to stop right there. I don't know. I don't like the look of it. Anthony Volpe, you shouldn't put him that high in the lineup. Maybe you put Volpe ahead of Judge. You put Volpe in the 2 hole. Imagine that. Squish Volpe in the middle of Jazz and Judgy. I guess Walker 4, Stanton 5, Dominguez 6, Wells 7. You still have a hole over there in the infield? I don't know. Great question, though. Denzel Thomas, what's happening? Thank you so much for coming. Leading off Jazz, okay. That's what I said. Jazz, Judge. See, I was thinking Wells, Stanton, Walker, Volpe, Grisham, Durbin. That's where you have a big hole. The bottom of that lineup isn't very good. The bottom of that lineup is not very good. That's where you have to think a little bit. It's like, all right, well, we have to go grab an outfielder. Now, imagine having Kyle Tucker in there along with Christian Walker. Imagine that. So I'm thinking you could do Jazz at 1, Judge at 2, Tucker 3, Stanton 4, 5 Wells, 5 Walker, 6 Wells, 7 Dominguez, I like the look of that already. Or 7. No, 6 Volpe. I'm sorry, Volpe. 6 Volpe, 7 Wells. Or no, wait, 7 Dominguez. Let's get creative. 7, 8 Wells. So imagine you have 6, 7, 8 coming up. Volpe and Dominguez are both on base exceptionally fast. A double in the gap by Wells scores 2 of them. Scores them both. And then it's, I guess, Durbin. If Durbin wins, I'm going to do, judging by what Cashman said, Durbin, Peraza, Bibas. Durbin being the favorite, odds-on favorite. But then he also said Peraza could surprise you. Peraza, Bibas could surprise you. So in adding Walker and Tucker, that's a very different line. That's a good lineup. That's a very good lineup. Very good lineup. I really, honestly, I love that. That 3-4-5 has a lot of power. Tucker, Stanton, Walker, and Volpe, Dominguez, Wells. Potentially Durbin, Peraza, or a Bibas to turn the lineup over. No, Jay, I don't want Jeremy. No, it's because then you have to trade more. And it's like I just want Tucker. I think Heel and somebody else gets it done for Tucker. I truly do. But if you're moving Heel, you have to sign him. You have to sign Tucker. We'll see what happens. And also, too, with signing Christian Walker, you put him over there at first base for the next 3 years. If you want Aaron Judge to learn first base, I know Judge is a big son of a gun, but if you want him to learn first base, he's athletic. He's an athlete. The guy's incredibly athletic. I think he could do it. And I think he could do it exceptionally well. I really do. But I know he's gigantic. I know he's absolutely gigantic. No love for Arenado. Nope. No love for Nolan. 719 OPS. His OPS came crashing down last year. A wonderful third baseman. Still is. Probably always will be. His offense really went down. He could have a bounce back year, but Jack Curry said it himself, probably not a fit. JT, let's trade for Soto. Man, I was so upset the other night. I was so upset. I really was. I was so upset. Michael Osborne, yeah. John Morosi mentioned, or JP, whatever the heck his name is, mentioned that the Astros would feel comfortable with keeping him. But if they were approached with a deal that they like, they would trade him. What's up, Stephen B? Rotation looks like one of the best in baseball. Yeah. It looks good. You know, it's Steven, it's funny. I'm hearing a lot of people bring up Arise. I'm seeing a lot of people bring up Arise. Arise is a fantastic average guy. A fantastic average guy. He has virtually no power and is not a good first baseman. For those reasons, it's like I don't know if I want him. A great average guy. He never strikes out. His strikeout numbers are comical. They're really funny because it's like, wait, what? This day and age with the pitching. His strikeout numbers are comical. He's a guy who can get hits. He just can't play defense. Arise struck out 29 times in 24. He struck out 34 times in 23, 43 times in 22, 48 times in 21. His strikeout numbers are comical. He's not a good first baseman, though. And he's really not even a first baseman. He's a second baseman. By trade, he's a second baseman. I would love. Kyle Tucker to the Yankees is going to hit, man. If that were to happen, that would be so huge. That would be so huge. Steve, yeah, Joey D, 13 times. That's wild. But especially in this day and age where you have guys throwing just gas almost every pitcher. Arise just doesn't strike out, which is incredibly impressive. Lou, that's why if you bring Tucker in, you have to try to sign him to an extension. I don't know if you can pull it off, but he doesn't have Scott Boras as his agent. You have to try to sign him to an extension. I would love, though, I would absolutely love. How long have I been live for, guys? I don't even know. I'm just having fun here. I'm just having fun. I'm enjoying this. 37 minutes. You guys are awesome spending your Tuesday night with me. That's a blessing. But trying to go through the chat here, you know, you guys are spending your time here. I want to respect it. It's Arthas, it helps out a ton. Steve, I don't know. The Mets got their guy in Soto. How does they're committed long-term to Nimmo. They need a center fielder. He can't play center field. Tucker's probably not on their radar after getting Soto. Probably not. I'm thinking Tucker gets over 4. If you try to sign Tucker for if you want to respect him, which you should, maybe you go like a 40. You might have to go a little higher AAV for him than Aaron Judge. Or if you don't, you could sign him to like a 13-year deal for like 420. I think that could maybe get it done. That's $32 million AAV. It's less than Judge. $455, $411. Maybe that's a little more realistic. $455, $411. 41. That's higher than Judge. For me, I'm trying to keep it low. Maybe let's do that for 12. Let's do it for 12. Yeah, but he's going to be 28 when he's a free agent, though. He's going to be a free agent at the age of 28. And his ARB year doesn't count towards an extension, I don't think. Guys, I'm just happy right now. I'm really happy. If we could go grab Tucker, I think that would be an absolute blessing. I hope I hope they're doing something, and then tomorrow we're just friggin' shocked. What a way to hijack the offseason, right? What a way to hijack the friggin' offseason. All of a sudden, Juan Soto chooses to go elsewhere. And we're all devastated because of it. BX Kid, what's up? Remember when we wanted Reynolds?
Super Chat.
Remember when we wanted Reynolds? Yeah, I remember that. I like Reynolds. I wasn't going to move Dominguez for Reynolds, that's for sure. But I did like Reynolds. I feel like it made sense. Edwin, what's up, Edwin? Astros would want the world for Tucker from the Yanks. Edwin, yes and no. I think Heel would get it done. 4 years of a controllable starting pitcher. I think Heel and maybe an additional player gets it done. Their general manager, Dana Brown, and Brian Cashman have a pretty good working relationship. I don't think it's going to be as much as you think, but Heel, an incredibly controllable starting pitcher, an incredibly good controllable starting pitcher, I think could just get it done. I really do. I love Heel, but Max Fried allows you, hey, screw it. Let's just not talk about Heel. Let's trade away Clark Schmidt, a guy who's good with control. You're going to have to move value. So imagine a package of Schmidt and Jones for Tucker. I would do it. I would do that in a heartbeat. And then sign Tucker to an extension. I can't emphasize that enough. Do what the Dodgers did with Betts, what the Mets did with Lindor, and there's another one. Another player who was signed and then signed to an extension. Traded for and then signed to an extension. I don't remember who he is. Can somebody please tell me in the friggin' chat? Somebody! Maybe I'm just friggin' talking out of my tail here. I don't know. If Heel and Rice gets it done, if that's friggin' true, if Heel and Rice gets it done, Heel and Rice. It sounds like a friggin' a potion that contains rice. What the frig am I saying? Tommy Edman. Yeah, no, he didn't. He didn't get traded and signed an extension. I'd sign Profar. Great OBP. The Profar's pretty good. The thing is with Profar, I believe is he has like an 8 career WAR. And he's only 31, so he's not old by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, he had like a 3.6 WAR last year, so he almost got half of his lifetime WAR in a season. But he had a breakout year, 24 home runs, 85 RBI, hit 280, 839 OPS. 380 on base, are very good on base. I would just, if you could go get Kyle Tucker, go do it now. Profar's a bad fielder, though, guys. Hold up. He's a bad fielder. -7 outs above average. That's worse than Juan. I believe that's worse than Soto. I think that's worse than Juan Soto. -7 outs above average. That's putrid. Soto, -5. And we rag on him that he's bad out there. Profar, -7. That's pretty bad. Pretty bad. See, I don't want Teoscar Hernandez. Matt, we're not bugging, Matt. We're not bugging. You're telling me that you wouldn't get Kyle Tucker, a guy with a 992 OPS last year. You're telling me that if all it would take would be Luis Heel and Ben Rice, and if you could sign Tucker to an extension, you're telling me after signing Max Fried that you wouldn't do it. That's crazy. You want to replace Juan Soto? That's how you do it. And you could do it easily with Mr. Kyle Tucker. Easily. What's going on, chat? Hope you guys are doing well. If you want to come close at replacing Soto, that's the way you do it. That's the way. We'll see what happens. It may not happen. Guys, most likely it doesn't happen. But it's in the air. And as Hal Steinbrenner said, he has ears. He has ears. He hears everything. We'll see what happens. I'm just in a good mood, guys. I'm in a good mood talking Yankees with you all. It's such a gigantic blessing to be able to do this. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for popping on tonight. We have over 400 of you in here. You guys are just awesome. Thank you so much. What a big blessing. Thank you guys. Is Walker signing tonight? Well, Jack Curry did say that Walker Walker, the name with the most heat behind it right now is Christian Walker. It is Christian Walker. No. Josie, I'm not moving. No. I'm not moving heel to Boston. No shot. No shot. No way am I doing that deal. No way. I get it. Trying to think outside the box. No chance. Keep this in mind, too. Heel's a guy. He's not 22 years old. He's 26. Tucker's 27. So you have Heel with 4 years of control, who has fantastic, wonderful stuff. A guy that if I didn't have to trade, I wouldn't trade him. But if you're talking about getting a guy like Kyle Tucker with the potential of signing him to an extension, how do you not do that? Kyle Tucker last year, 992 OPS, 181 OPS plus. I know he only played in 78 games. He hurt his toe. Fouling the ball off his freaking foot. But when he came back from that injury, he tore the cover off the baseball, Kyle Tucker. Tore the cover off the baseball. And he's a good fielder. If you could get him, just go get him. If you can't, you can't. It's whatever. But if you could go get him, do what you have to do to go get him. No, Matt, you trade Heel. If you trade Heel, you know you're signing Tucker. If you trade Heel, if you're at the point of trading Heel, you know you're signing Tucker. If you say, Houston, we'll trade you Heel, but we have to sign Tucker to an extension. If you do that, then you trade Heel. If that can't happen, you have to see if you could trade somebody else to get Tucker. That's just my opinion. And with Scott Boras not being Tucker's agent, it's possible. It's possible. Man, I love my Yankees so much. I love doing this crap. Just talking off season. It's my favorite time of year. You guys are fantastic. You guys are wonderful. All of you in the chat, just having it crank. You guys are great. Such a blessing. Ideal trade in my opinion. Trade for Tucker. Ideal in my opinion. Trade for Tucker. Plus Belly, sign Bregman. Woo! That's a spicy one.
Super Chat.
That's a spicy one. Dr. Longus, what are you cooking for dinner? What are we? So usually, you guys are going to get a kick out of this. We have got a mod, right? We have that. Have that every Christmas. Every Christmas. My sister then makes prime rib. It's the best prime rib you'll ever have. I'm telling you. Trust me. It's the best prime rib you'll ever have. It's from this fantastic butcher shop. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. Christmas dinner is the best. The best. Can we toss in Stroman, please? Listen, Stroman might be on the way out. Stroman might be on the way out. He might be. What about Nolan? No. What is realistic for third base? I assume Jazz goes to second. Well, according to what the New York Yankees, what Brian Cashman, the general manager of the New York Yankees, has said, Jazz could be an option over there at second base. He could be, but he could also see him play third base. Center field is not an option for Jazz. I got to be honest with you. I love Jazz Chisholm. I do. I think the kid adds a dynamic that this Yankee team hasn't had in a very long time. Maybe ever. A tremendous athlete. Steals you 40 bags. Bold prediction, Jazz Chisholm has a 30-30 season next year. 30-30 for Jazz. Maybe he flirts with 40-40. Call me freaking nuts. It's okay. I'm happy. I'm in a good mood. After Juan Soto ripped our hearts out, threw it on the ground, and stepped on it, I'm a little happy right now. So let me be happy. I might say crazy things. I would love Corbin Burns. Not happening, though, after acquiring our boy, Max Fried.
Super Chat.
AF, what's up? The Yankees are too cheap to buy people. Well, AF, guess what? They just spent $218 million on a starting pitcher. That's what they just did, AF. They spent $200 million. You spent $2 for that? You spent $2 for that? Thank you so much for it. It means a lot. Trade Heel and Dominguez. I can't see. I don't have my cheaters on. I can't see. Heel and Dominguez and get Alvarez. Ooh wee! Now we're someone's been drinking tonight, huh? Pape shampoo.
Super Chat.
Poppy, love the name. Yanks should trade for Tucker, move Judge to first base. Moving Judge right now to first base doesn't make sense. Maybe in a couple of years it does, just not right now. Right field, but put Judgy in right field. Put Kyle Tucker in left field. The Martian, Cashman just said there's a clear lane for him to play center. That's what you do. You guys are awesome, by the way, with the super chats, man. You guys are freaking great.
Giancarlo, non si può stopparlo.
I have to get more drops.
And the great thing is, it's right in front of us.
I really do.
Put my mic on!
All right, I'll put you on, Mike. I'll put you on. That's who I would love to have a conversation with, Mike Francesa. That would be a dream come true. I want to try to get Mike Francesa here on the show. I want to try to get Francesa one day. That's going to be a goal of mine, to get Mike Francesa on this freaking show. Mike Francesa, Michael K. Not at the same time, of course, but that would be an absolute dream to get one of, or if not both of those guys. Not at the same time, but, you know, it'd be nice. It'd be nice. I would trade for Belly. I would trade for Belly. I like Belly, but apparently, according to Jack Curry, Christian Walker has the most steam. Mr. Christian Walker has the most steam. Man, what a busy day it was for me, man. What a busy day it was. What a fun day it was. Do you know what the crazy thing is? The Yankees were not given the opportunity to match the Mets contract for Juan Soto. Guys, I'm getting over it. I am. I just, you know, I'm healing. I am healing, though. You guys are so friggin' awesome for hopping on. Should concentrate on defense and pitching. Well, Edwin, we did acquire Max Fried, so there you go. We do need to address that bullpen, of course. As far as defense goes, think about it as addition by subtraction. Whoever you put at second base, whether that's Caleb Durbin, Oswald Peraza, Yorbeat Bebas, whoever you put at second, if they play third, whatever you do, Your defense got better, especially if you're able to add a Christian Walker. Your defense did get better. Defense got a ton better, honestly. I don't want Alonso. I really don't. I don't want Alonso. He's regressing. I'm sorry, Pete. But you are regressing, my friend. Not that you're watching it. Alex Carver with the super chat. Here we go.
Super chat.
Thank you so much for that. George would have lost his mind. George would have given Juan Soto 900. That's what he would have done. But I want Kyle Tucker, man. I want Kyle Tucker. A good defender. I want Kyle Tucker. Yeah, it's Alonso, it kind of stinks. He's not a very good first baseman. He had a down year this season up there at the plate. His OPS has dropped in, I think, 2 consecutive years. So, 2 years in a row, whatever. I'm a little tired, guys. I'm sorry. I got a newborn baby that the wife is taking care of as I'm yapping into this microphone. She does such a fantastic job. The Ace, what's happening, brother? What's the update on Sasaki? Probably no Yankees. Oh, Ace with the Bernie Williams membership.
Bernie goes boom!
Hector Garcia, about you want to talk about what's his face? Let me look. We got a super chat. We got a super chat.
Super chat.
My thoughts. Let's go get Suzuki to woo Sasaki. Plus Suzuki has an 886 OPS. He's decent. To be honest, I like Suzuki. I think he's good. But if there's any smoke to this Tucker stuff, go get him. That's all I'll say. Now, Anthony Santander. I see people want to know in the chat. Anthony Santander.
What?
Anthony Santander.
What?
Anthony Santander. Let's talk about him. Don't love it. Think he wants a lot of money. That's why I think teams are looking towards the trade market, because these guys are looking for a lot of money. So if you're the New York Yankees and there's a guy like Santander who wants a load of money, if there's a guy like Teoscar who wants a lot of money, because even the Dodgers and Teoscar are a little far apart. I don't know. I don't think if you could just go and get Kyle Tucker and then extend him, just do it. I would just rather do that than sign what's out there. Santander, not a great fielder. He's not. He has a good arm. He's not a great fielder. And then you're putting Judge out there in center field then. You're putting Judge out there in center field, Dominguez in left, Santander in right. I don't want to do that. Truthfully, I don't want to do that. So. Dodgers running out of the furrows. I guess so. Yeah, I don't want him. Yeah, Ace, hard pass on Santander. Exactly, brother. I just don't want him. Maybe he's a good guy. Maybe he's a good guy to have, beer with or a cup of coffee with the croissant or a jelly donut, but I love Dominguez, by the way. It's funny how Yankee fans are kind of, there are a lot of fans who are kind of out on him. I think that's a little silly. We shouldn't be out on Dominguez. He's 21. It's fine. It's the Dominguez. Give him a leash like you gave, as long of a leash as as long as the one Anthony Volpe had. Do it, please. Watch this kid break out. Give him a little bit to heat up. And the Dominguez that you're going to see is the Dominguez that we saw September 2023. Tucker and Walker by tomorrow. If Tucker and Walker happens tomorrow, I will come here on stream. I will have a nice burger with some French fries. And I will eat it on here with a milkshake. That's treating myself. If Kyle Tucker is a New York Yankee tomorrow, let's go. Let's go. Come on, baby. Let's go. Go get Tucker, baby. Go get him. What are we doing? I'll go get him. Put me in the room with them. Put me in the room with Dana. Put me in the room. Put me in there. I'll negotiate it. Some of you schleps said I should be the GM of the Yankees. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Hal would fire me 2 minutes into the job. That's what would happen. But give me a shot. Soto's selling his jockstrap for $200 million. Nice. Just saw a mock trade. Tucker and Heel. Tucker. Okay, wait. Heel and Jones and Beater for Tucker. Would you pull the trigger? Yeah. As long as there's an extension attached to it. John Fressa, you didn't miss anything, brother. I appreciate you, man. Didn't miss anything. We're just sitting here spewing our bull crap about the New York Yankees. I would really love Walker, though. I really would, especially if you could get him on a short-term deal. I think that would be nice. That would be nice. The ace. Thank you, brother.
Super Chat.
Thanks, my man. I appreciate you. Free Tucker, Bellinger, and Scott. Freed, Tucker, Bellinger, and Scott. I'm trying to see if the Yankees could do that while staying under 300. I don't know. I don't think so. Tucker projected to make what, like 16? Freed's making 27 and a half, we'll call it. Tanner Scott, I have no idea what the heck he'll want, what he'll want. Bellinger, you could get him for nothing if you're able to take on his full contract. I don't know. Mango, what's up, man? I saw you in Dan's stream. If we could stay under 300 while also addressing the bullpen, I would do it, of course. But it just depends on if Mr. Howe wants to stay under 3. Ace, we're not staying under, but it's not my money. We're the Yankees. No, Ace, totally understand that, brother. I'm just going by what's been said, about the $300 million mark. That's all. Yankees are giving Stroman away. Yeah, listen, if you could do a deal with the Cubs where you just do a Stroman for Bellinger swap, that basically kind of offsets it in a way, because you unload the 18.5, I believe, that Stroman is going to get paid, and you're taking on that 27.5, but you're really only taking on 9 because you just shed Stroman's 18.5. I think that makes a lot of sense. I'm just not sure if the Cubs would accept that, but maybe, because virtually Stroman has a 1-year deal. It's a 1-year deal. Bellinger, it's a 2-year deal, but there's an opt-out after this season. Walker's not signed, no. Walker's not signed. Hold up with the Nestor stuff. Just pump the brakes with that for a sec. Just hold on. We might need him. We might need him. I don't want to constantly repeat as to why. But if you heard my point earlier on, I even feel uncomfortable even talking about it now. If you heard what I said earlier, you'll know why I'm saying why we may need Nestor Cortez. Nestor Cortez last year, his final 7 appearances, 6 of those were starts. He had like a 1.5 ERA. He was good. I don't want Walker Buehler. I'm sorry. Stroganoff. Who's Stroganoff? Beef? Beef Stroganoff? Or Stroman? Where's Profar? He's on the free agent market. Don't want him. Not a good defender. Had an outlier of a year. Don't think I want him. You guys are funny. Where's Arenado? On the moon. That's where Arenado is. Chris, you might be able to do a Stroman for belly swap. That does make sense. Joe, if you made an offseason blueprint on what you prefer to do, can you tell us? Keep in mind, after the Fried signing, we have $45.5 million to spend. It's 45.5? Thought it was a little more. Thought it was a little more than that. So after Fried, 40. All right. So after Fried, 45.5. Tucker, 16 million. Walker probably cost you another 20. So then use the rest to fill out your bullpen. You could probably get Canely and Tim Hill back on affordable deals. You unload Stroman, by the way. You're also trading Stroman. So that frees up an additional 18. You could probably really shore up that bullpen if you really wanted to. So trading for Tucker, signing Walker, trading Stroman. I know Dan said this earlier on his show, but I agree. And then it frees up money to go and address your bullpen as you see fit. He's at $18 million. You could just trade it right now and use that money to address your other needs. How much would Alex Bregman cost? Probably a little too much. Personally, I know a lot of people don't like him. I think he would. I like him, but Jack Curry said the Yankees are not looking to sign Bregman, which doesn't shock me at all. Any news on Bellinger? Guys, I wish I had other news for you in regards to that, but I don't. I don't have news for you. My dog's freaking walking outside. Let's see something here.
Trade that I don't think anyone would have envisioned maybe before a month ago, but this is something that they have been considering. I've reported that General Manager Dana Brown is open to moving either Tucker or Framber Valdez. You know, Joe Espada, he would play with the roster he's given, but it would bring back the sort of prospect haul that could really help kind of revitalize this Astros farm system, and they need it. They don't have much coming. They don't have that next core of awaiting in the wings to.
Interesting. Dominguez will be 40-40 club by 2026.
Super Chat.
I'm the biggest Dominguez fan. I love him. Absolutely love the kid. I agree with you. He has that potential. For sure. He's that kind of player. 30-30-30 be cool. Yeah, Arthas, I'm not, if you want to have faith in a guy like Caleb Durbin, who had a nice year down there in the minor leagues, if you want to have faith in guys like him, who's going to be 25 years old this season, then have a little faith in Jason Dominguez. Have a little faith in Dominguez, where Dominguez, this past year down there in the minors, because with Caleb Durbin, we could just judge him by his minor league stats, right? And everybody freaking loves him. So let's take the 44 games that the Martian played in down there in AAA. He hit 309 with an 848 OPS. And he's got power. The hell are we doing? Let's not doubt the Martian. I'm begging you guys, please. Don't doubt him. He's going to be good. He's going to be really good. Totally understand, but people are looking at Caleb Durbin like he's the second coming of Alfonso Soriano. Everybody relax. Don't want Fernando Tatis. Yeah, the Martian needs to get better in the field. 1,000% agree. Sup, Bill? What's going on, Bill? What time is it? How long have I been live for? Can't even tell you how long I've been live for. Have I been live for like over an hour? I have no clue. I have no earthly idea how long I've been live for. I'm still live, right? Over an hour I've been live. Guys, listen. I have to say this too. For some reason, you're watching this and you're not subscribed. Do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. I'm like 200 away from 20,000. That's a gigantic milestone in my career. So please, I would love to get there by the end of the season. By the end of 2024. By the new year. So if you could help me get to 20,000 subscribers, if you're not subbed and you're watching this, just do me that favor. Subscribe. Help me get to 20K. That would be a blessing and a half. Yeah, Marco, I agree. Dominguez needs to play every day. And he needs as long of a leash as Anthony Volpe. Volpe had a 2-year-long leash, and it's leaking in to 2025. But I appreciate all the support in the chat. I love you guys. Like, seriously, thank you guys so much. You guys took time out of your day, out of your night. You could be watching some primetime TV. Instead, you're coming on. I got 320 of you right now, just bull crap, and we're bull crap and talking Yankees. I'm gonna bring back, by the way, voicemails. I have to do it in a better way, but I'm going to bring back voicemails very soon. So be on the lookout for that. I mean, I'll just tell you guys, so don't be on the lookout, but Joe, I started watching you in 2022 when you made a rant about embarrassing the team. Was mid-year before the deadline. Missed those times. Yeah. 2022. That was like my first year for the shift. My first year. Time flies. Time absolutely flies. No, Arthas, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much. I don't wanna end the stream. You know, I don't want to end it. I'm having a blast. I'm having so much fun here. Having so much fun tonight. You guys have just made this so much friggin' fun. I can't thank you enough. Seriously, thank you guys so much. All of you, everybody in the chat, you guys are awesome. 72 million for 3 years? That's a lot. 72 million for Walkie? Who's saying that? I don't want to do 72 million. That's 24. I don't think so. I don't know. Shoot. Yeah, I should do live reaction streams. But the funny thing is, I try to get a video out, and then I work for Bleacher, too. I live stream for them. So if they contact me with like a breaking news stream, I'll do it. And then the live stream. So basically, this live, you know, I can't sometimes do a live reaction, but I'm so for that. I actually want to do some games next year. I would love to call some games next year. Do like a series a week or something. There's 2 series in a week, so do a series a week. I think it'd be a lot of fun. But yeah, I would absolutely love Kyle Tucker. I think for Christian Walker, maybe 20 million per for him. So like 60 for 3. I mean, maybe I'm shooting low. But John, he took the night off, John. I gave him the night off. Joe, if the Soto deal falls off, do you think the Yankees should still pay? No, he could go suck a cucumber. He's gone. He's gone. He's a New York Met. The schmuck is a Met. He's a Met. He's gone. He's finished. He's done. Adios. He's a Metropolitan. That's what he is. If Christian Walker, if they get a deal done with Walker tonight, I'm going to go live again. Marco, let's just say that some good people. We'll see what happens. I really don't want to go, guys. I really don't, but I think I have to go. Thank you guys so much for making this live stream a blast. You guys have been awesome tonight. So fun. So much fun. This won't be, you know, there's going to be more live streams. Some impromptu, some scheduled. I'm going to try to get back to the schedule of a live stream 5 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm going to try to do that and have that be the schedule, but then impromptu live streams, that could happen too. So guys, listen, thank you guys so much. I love you all. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, or if anything happens tonight, I'll go live again. So take care, guys. I love you all.